welcome to you all. Welcome particularly to the new... Shut up, Brock. God. Shut up. Welcome to our new members who've come for the first time today. So we're at Parc Slip Nature Reserve, and it's on the site of the original Parc Slip Colliery, which was a drift mine. The word slip, it means a drift mine, meaning it didn't have a long a cage that went down into the ground. It started at ground level, and the miners walked down a slope to get to the coal face. Now, it was opened in 1864, and on the 26th of August 1892 there was a terrible explosion which killed 112 men and boys, and also a number of the pit ponies actually. It was caused by a faulty Davy lamp, so the naked flame was exposed to gas and the whole thing just exploded. Now there were 50 or 60 other miners who weren't at work that day because they'd skived off to go to the St Mary Hill horse fair, and I bet they were damn glad they did so. Now on the way round we shall see a memorial to these men. It's a circular, it's actually a fountain built on a circular structure of stones, and there are 112 stones, one for each miner who was killed. The pit closed in 1904, but it stayed as a piece of wasteland for many years, and then in the 60s British Coal began open cast work here, and that continued until the 1980s. Then it was gradually landscaped and turned into a nature park, and it's now the property of the Wildlife Trust of South and West Wales, and the cafe there was originally built by British Coal as an education centre. So the walk is mostly on hard paths. There is, however, a rather muddy section, I'm afraid, but not too long yet. Now don't complain or I'll leave you behind. The walk is not a long walk, you'll be pleased to hear. It should take just over an hour. However, on the way there is a hide where you can observe wildlife if you wish to stop for a few minutes and see if you can spot anything. I can't guarantee a great deal of activity, but I did spot a moorhen there last time I looked. And as I say, we'll stop and have a look at the memorial. How is the register going? Is it worked its way around now? Yeah. Okay. Also, over there, roughly where that sign is, there's a box, a collecting box for money, and they ask you to make a donation to park your car here. There's no charge as such, but they ask for a donation. So I'd be obliged if you do that, please. And I think that's it.
Well done.
So if the register's
Not quite, no.
gone round, okay, well once we've finished we'll set off. And John, if you do get left behind, we've got some dogs we'll send to rescue you.
I will do.
Starting our walk here in the car park around 1:30, we walked about 2.5 miles today. It took us about 1 hour 45 minutes to complete the journey. You can see our route here on the map. Then back to the centre for a cup of coffee.
Here's actually reference here, David, to the explosion that took place at Parc in 1892. Very vivid illustration of all that took place, and it means so much to the people of Kevin Cribbo now. Our fathers, our brethren, forever. Typical of the community attitude in Kevin. In the explosion, which occurred at about 8:30 a.m. on the 26th of August 1892, 112 men and boys from this locality lost their lives. The stones which compose this monument represent those 112 victims, and we'll have a look at the monument now of the 112. There were 39 survivors. I gather the youngest of the boys was 13 years old.
Yeah. My great-grandfather led the rescue party.
Oh, well. Was his name Lewis as well?
Yes. No, it was Morgan.
Morgan. Another well-known name
Indeed, yes.
in the locality. Morgan. And so your great-grandfather.
Great-grandfather, yes.
And was he himself a miner then?
Oh, he was the manager of. He was well known in the area. He was the manager of Kevin Slip.
Well, no wonder your association. How wonderful to have you on this walk here today and to have a look and share some of these family memories. Very special. Well, we'll go over and have a look now at the monument.
Nice picture of you all sitting on here in tears.
Well, when you're ready.
Well, you have to direct me. Hello.